Are we live? Are we? Everyone, let me know if we are live. Are we? It seems we are. It seems we are live. Whew. Yeah. Well, everyone, welcome to another live stream, the last live stream of the year. I have a really complex setup here. Hello and welcome. I see you. I see you. I have a really complex setup, so I'm trying to see if nothing breaks because we are going to have visuals and music live. And this is the first time that I actually try to do something like this. So this is going to be crazy when it comes to the whole delivery of this episode of Monthly Review. The very first time that I do it live. It's usually one of the episodes that takes the longest for me to edit, almost a day to edit one video. So this is going to be really crazy to create live without editing whatsoever. Hello, ML. Hi. So this one is going to be really crazy. Please let me know if anything breaks, if the connection goes wrong, if the sound is not working, if anything is sounding weird, because I cannot listen to anything beyond the music. I have the headphones today basically to listen to the music, to make sure that nothing goes wrong in that place. Yeah, Merry Christmas, by the way, as well, ML and Unwelcome, and everyone joining in, even the lurkers. I hope you had an awesome Christmas and that you are really getting excited for the New Year's. This was a really crazy year. So yeah, I'm quite excited to do these after Christmas and before the end of the year because we get to actually hang out in here and have a more relaxed time talking about what we love, basically music. So yeah, I'm waiting for a bit more people to join in. I may wait for one more minute maybe, and then we can kick off with this episode and let's see if nothing breaks. Let's see if nothing breaks. So yeah, how you guys doing? How was the Christmas? Let me know. Let me know. In here, it was quite relaxed. I was basically reviewing music, and I still have a lot to review so far. So that's the thing in here. But it was quite relaxing on my end. So yeah. So I see we have 7 people right now. Live, so let's crack on, maybe? So yeah, welcome to another episode of Monthly Review. This time around we are covering the best CDs released in December, and I kind of regret not having covered some of these CDs in the end of the year features when it comes to OBS. We're back. OBS is crashing, I guess. Well, let me see if... Are we live? Are we not? Okay. Yeah, we're live. Again. I knew it was going to break. But yeah. Let's crack on and check the music out because first off we are going to talk about, in this case, let me know if the sound is already working, but let's talk about this case, Mamoru Miyanu's Dressing. So yeah, let me know. Yeah, it's okay? It's okay. So let's talk about this one, which is Dressing, a CD by Mamoru Miyanu, and let's check a little bit the title track.
Music
So, this is an amazing, amazing song. I was quite excited to see that Mamoru Miyano finally released Synthwave. Oh, and let me tell you, I'm quite excited about this one. I was listening to this song on repeat. This is the sound that I love. I love synthwave music, and Mamoru Miyano actually fits so well with his vocals in this song because he's so gentle. The synthwave genre is so gentle and dreamy that it works. It is the perfect marriage, in my opinion. I honestly, honestly love this song, and the full-on single is amazing. I believe that this is really, really one of the standout releases of the month. I love this style. If you know about my ravings about Kentito's beat and even of Wataru Hatano when he released the synthwave song, this is really my thing. I get quite excited when things sound futuristic like this one. So yeah, I was quite excited about dressing, and it is good to see that Mamoru Miyano keeps on reinventing his sound, which is something that keeps on making him one of the most consistent performers among male seiyuu, and he tries to make things always sound, I should say, fresh with each release. And dressing for me is that type of release. I love it a lot. Let me see what we are getting here in the comments, because I see comments appearing, and right now we have, yeah, Unwelcome is regretting not recommending it. Well, I was going to cover it, so we got that coverage here. Good to see that the music is okay. This is going to be the setup. You don't know how crazy this setup is, so I hope nothing breaks again. Hello, Ao. Hi. You're not late. You just fashionably arriving now. Do not worry. So yeah, I wanted so much to review the Anokoro release of Solids in this episode and make it a special live review of the CD, but it drops in I believe in a half an hour, so I'm not going to get it on Ototoy and bring it to here to review. It's a pity, but I'm going to review that by the end of the month, so do not worry. I wanted to review this live. And I may have something special for patrons on Patreon. So do look forward to something interesting there. I recorded, I believe, but I'm going to talk about this later on in the show. Otherwise, this is going to be more about what I am doing, more so than the music itself. But I have a special gift for those that are patrons, be it free patrons or paying patrons. So regardless if you are paying or not, if you are part of the community on Patreon, you are going to get something special there. But I'm going to talk about that later on. So let me add this here, otherwise I'm going to forget it. Yeah. Okay. So everyone, we got to listen to a little bit of Mamoru Miyano's dressing. Have any of you actually listened to the single itself? What did you think about the single? Do you like this new direction when it comes to Mamoru Miyano's music? Let me know in the comments. For me, it was actually one of the most awesome things that we got really by the end of this year. But let me tell you, December was crazy, and the more I dive into the music release this month, the more excited I get. And we were talking about Solids' Anokoro, and I believe this is going to be the cherry on top of what is an amazing month so far. So yeah, let's dive into the next one. Oh my god, I don't want to break this one, but let's see how it goes. Let's dive into the next one. And the next song, or let's say the next CD release that actually impacted me a lot in December was Dear by Sparklu. So this is it.
最初から走り直していやそれじゃ無駄な時間だ何度目かぐるり回ってまた乗り込んだコースター夢を託してふっためて 道が決まりゃ楽しそうねだけど僕である意味はないかほらこっからまた少し揺れるでしょ意図しない急旋回急加速追い抜かれ追い越して今どこにいるかさえわからない行きたい希望を探して息が詰まりそうなら見締めつける安全バーなどほら外してしまえ話してくれここじゃない追われても止まれない
So we now listen to Coaster by Sparklu, and I had the mic turned off. So yeah, problem on my end because I forgot about the microphone. But yeah, Sparklu is a really interesting group. Once again, I'm quite excited about their music since Daybreak, and I keep on being excited about their music because they keep on being consistent. And in this case, I was not expecting the CD that we actually got in here. Deer is more rock driven than any of the other CDs that Sparklu has released. I should say since Daybreak. And I'm keeping this since Daybreak because I have not released their music prior to Daybreak. So that's how I'm counting things in here. So yeah, this is more rock driven. I was not expecting to have that youthful vibe. For example, those of you that are talking about the Nokoro CDs in the Skipro franchise. This feels more like a CD that, for example, Sawara would release because the sound is really youthful. And I really enjoy ML, I see you. Yeah, I cut it because I cannot show more than 1 minute of the song. Otherwise, I'm going to get copyright struck. So yeah, this is a really, really awesome CD. And I love how fun it is. It has a really youthful, laid-back sound going on in there. When it comes to pop rock music, it sounds a lot like how Sawara would sound like if they were a real band. And it is fun, and it has its amazing moments. I took some notes here on the side because I need to take some notes, and this is the part that you don't see in the final version of each video, is that I take some glances to the side because I'm reading notes that I left of titles of the songs, names of the seiyuu, so that I don't mess things up. So right now I'm going to check my notes. When it comes to my notes in here, yeah, the two songs that stand out the most in these CD are Vision, the funky, danceable city pop meets disco song. It's right in the middle of the CD. It's fun as heck. And at the same time, Coaster. I love Coaster a whole lot because it has really strong Shido vibes. I don't know if any of you know about Shido or Seed. They have created music for Phantom Iris in the From Argonavis franchise, and they are well known for creating music for anime. They are an acid jazz band, and they had at least this sort of vibe or sound in their early noughties. So this is the sound that I was finding in Coaster. It felt quite nostalgic to me, and I really enjoyed this a whole lot. So Coaster was actually the standout to me when it comes to actually the performance itself and the sound. I really enjoyed this one. This was one of those performances that left me wanting more and more from Sparklu. And I wrote in the review that actually I feel that they ended the mini album or in a way that makes me want more music, and there's no more music. So I will have to wait for the next release. So that's a big problem on my end. I wanted more. The album was getting really, really good by the end of it, and then it ends. So that's the thing in here. So let me check here some of the comments in here. So ML says, I did listen to Dear. It's so good, perfect mix of fun and stylish. Yeah, they are really nailing down that niche. I feel that they are cornering a niche on their own, and it is that mix of fun that they bring from their early days with a stylish vibe that they bring since Daybreak. I feel that it works really well with them, and so far they have been quite exciting, at least to me, because exactly of that. So yeah, Unwelcome says, always recommending them to their friends, which you are doing good work, Unwelcome. We need more people to actually find awesome music. And yeah, Sawara Style, for sure, the first two songs in this mini album are Sawara Style. And yeah, Ao says I enjoyed the teaser. I'm going to check the full release, so I guess it worked as promotion of the unit. Yeah, we basically are dragging Skipro to every single episode of Monthly Review, but well, I'm not going to complain. It's one of my favorite 2D music franchises, and their music has been amazing, so it is a good comparison to make in here. So we have here the talk about Sparklew's Deer. It was a really good CD, and it is amazing. But stealing the show for me, and I'm quite excited to talk about this one, is College or Collage by Shotawoi. And believe me, this is an amazing, amazing one. I was not expecting this.
Always wrong 理解されることのないこの気持ち Hey that's wrong 絶対好きなものは好きでいたいの My desire キラキラたい advice Oh ありがたいこと Maybe I cannot satisfy 受け止めてるよ律儀にキャラグレイス押されて何度も This my paradise but for my race to you 意味しないアドバイスそう皮肉なんでしょう Slightly lovable but that is not やり直しましょう独断のキャラクライズもうヘッドが出んのよ Listen you the better just go away Just go
So, we had a bit of language by Shotawoi in this episode, so if I was monetized, this would have been a problem. But this is a banger. This is an amazing entry. I have a massive smile on my face right now, and this is because College or Collage basically made me think how much I love his music. I didn't like Detonator. Some of you may have read my review of Detonator. I didn't enjoy Detonator at all, should I say. It tried to be many things at the same time, and it failed at being even one consistently. And in this case, when we look at College or Collage, yet again, I don't know how you want to pronounce that word. So yeah, when we look at this mini album, this is incredibly, crazy consistent in terms of sound. This is, yeah, ML. That a cappella build-up is everything. It is. I don't enjoy necessarily EDM songs, but this one actually grabbed my attention because of that a cappella build-up and the way that the chorus works, because the chorus doesn't have many things going on the vocal end. It's more about the vibes. But then you pay close attention to the lyrics, and oh boy, Shotawoi is actually shooting everyone that is a hater, basically. I enjoyed this one. I like when singers make statement songs, be it a statement song because it is an opening to a CD, or when it is a statement song and it is basically to send a message to someone or a group of people. And in this case, Shotawoi actually is sending a message, and he's being quite sarcastic about it. I love when musicians or singers are quite sassy in the lyrics, and they have a sassy performance. This one was really catering to everything that I like. At the same time, it is worth mentioning that the song sounds, and this one, let me tell you, it feels like more K-pop than it feels normal J-pop song. This is really a K-pop style that I find, and I made a lot of parallels when I was listening to this song, and I took some notes, so I'm going to go over those. But this sounds as if, and I may be stretching this a little bit, but it sounds a bit like Chinese Timmy, and the sound is really reminiscent of Idea, one of his songs, or Sexy's in the Air. I would say mixed with Move and the artistic groove. So it sounds like he took some inspiration from Timmy, which for me is not a problem at all. When it comes to K-pop music, I don't follow much, but when it comes to following K-pop music, I do follow Timmy quite a lot. He's one of my favorite artists when it comes to K-pop music. So why do I make these parallels? because of how he's mixing an androgynous style with a really powerful masculine vibe at the same time. The song has a really interesting harmony between styles in here, and I really, really enjoy these as a whole. Awesomely, really. When I checked the preview, and the big problem with me is that I check previews without listening to the music. So I watched the music video without any music, and I felt, oh no, this is going to be a bubbly song. Uh, oh boy, was I wrong? Was I wrong? But yeah, Shotan was actually serving a banger. Ao, you are right, and welcome. You don't need to search the lyrics. If you check the music video has captions, and it has lyrics in Chinese, in Japanese, in English, and I believe another foreign language. So do put the lyrics in English, and you can follow along. The lyrics is actually performing most of the song in English. But the pronunciation is not that clear this time around. But you can check the lyrics there and you will see how sassy he's being. And yeah, how sass works really well for Shota. Honestly, I felt that he was sending a message to many, many people that criticize his looks, his sound, and the fact that he's almost 40 years old and he still acts a little bit young in his music videos. So I feel that he was really sending a message to everyone that complains about him basically, and about his style. Honestly, I feel that he's one of the most unique, if not the most unique singer among male seiyuu, because he has a vibe that no one has. He has a style that no one has. When it comes to the fashion, he's unique as well. When it comes to the sound, no one is actually making anything like he's basically making. So Shota Aoi is actually doing something a bit different. And I feel that that difference makes a lot of people stay on the fence, others criticize him left or right, and I feel that sometimes he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves just because he's really different. I feel that difference is a plus in his career, so, well, this song for me actually served as a really good reminder that singers, they pay attention to fans. They see the criticism. They know the criticism. And it affects them to the point that sometimes they actually come forward and release a sassy song criticizing or making fun of critics, haters, and everything else. So I feel that this song was actually really sending a message when it comes to haters actually hating him just because he's different. Let me check my notes because I have a couple of notes in here. But yeah, what I wrote in here was basically that Detonator pales in comparison with this one. College, it really sounds and looks and feels much, much better. It's more cohesive in terms of sound. It's more welcoming. At the same time, one thing that I really love about this one is that the opening track, let me check the title so that I don't mess these up. The opening track, Fall, is actually an amazing collaboration with Hazuki from Lynch. And let me tell you, I love Hazuki. I love Lynch. They have been an amazing band. They are signed as well to King Records, and they have been amazing in their path in visual kei rock music. And Hazuki actually, as himself or Xanadu, he actually creates a lot of awesome music, and being part of King Records, he actually lent his talents to Shota Aoi to create quite the banger. It is a banger in a different way. So while Da La La basically is a song that is a banger for the dance floor, Fall is a banger for headbanging, really. So this is kind of, I feel, an interesting mix of influences, of sounds, and I feel that these, like the title, you are basically putting a lot of different pieces together to create something really awesome. And in this case, every single song feels slightly different than the other one. The quality is there. The lyrics are awesome. The sound overall doesn't sound weird when you pay attention to the CD from start to finish. And I found that starting with a really strong visual kei rock song and then wrapping up with a really intense dance tune actually fit well together because there's darkness on both ends. So I was quite excited about this one and I really enjoyed. And for me, this is the release of December by far. And also I need to mention the CD has Sono Mamade. It is a beautiful ballad with lyrics written by Shota, and I feel that everyone needs to actually check this one out because it is one that goes in the same line as I Am, but not as sad as I Am was. I Am really was a song that as soon as I pressed play, I started crying. This one was not necessarily that, but still, it was a really fun one. It's a really good song, and I really urge you to actually go and check it out. So yeah, these were basically my impressions about the best CDs of December 2024. We have Mamoru Miyano with Dressing, we have Sparklu with Deer, and we have Shota Woi with College. So yeah, hi Jeannie, hi. Let me know which were basically your favorite CDs in this month. If there's a specific song that you actually enjoyed. Merry Christmas, Jeannie, as well. I hope yours was awesome. And welcome for joining today. This has basically been the summary of what I was going to talk about December 2024. No problem, Jeannie. No problem. You're welcome. You're just fashionably arriving now. Don't worry. I have a couple of things prepared. So let's see first for you to actually know, now that we have basically wrapped up the December 2024 talk, or at least talk about the releases, we are going to get here a small update. So Patreon, is if you don't know, the channel has a Patreon, or the website has a Patreon. Basically, it's a platform to help the website survive, let's say. But in some way, it's also a place to create a community. So I'm creating a community there because I cannot create a community on Discord because I'm never online, because I'm always busy. So I'm trying to create a community in some way and in some place. So I'm trying to create there on Patreon, basically, to make things more cohesive in there. You can join as a free patron. Do not worry, you don't have to pay anything. If you want to actually join in and actually support the channel or the website in a more direct way, you can also do so by subscribing. But don't worry if you don't have the money, don't feel urged to do that. So no pressure. But I will be sharing some things there, and I will be reworking some of the tiers in the subscription format, because I have a lot of tiers there. The idea was awesome, but it doesn't work. And I'm trying to make that more, at least simpler, and the rewards more rewarding for you. At the same time, I have something that I want to share with you there. I'm not going to share that on the channel because the video is 6 hours long. 6 hours long. And that is the full-on review, unfiltered, of Soma Saito's fictions. I recorded myself reviewing that CD so that you can see how it is my process to review a CD from start to finish. It will get a bit boring because you will see me reviewing a CD, or at least one song, 5, 6, 7 times, and the first take is usually me making noises, crazy noises, and then writing. But I'm going to share that there on Patreon, just for patrons. So this is going to be an exclusive on that platform. And I feel that it will be a really interesting take on what is happening basically behind the scenes. I will start also to share a couple of behind the scenes videos of the settings, for example, for this live stream, and do sort of Q&As. So if you want to, you can be active on Patreon and leave questions there. I will be creating sort of Q&A episodes exclusively for people on Patreon, for you to go into a bit more detail into what I do at the THTFHQ, if this is your thing, of course. Once again, this was a shameless plug, but I can do a shameless plug because this is the THTFHQ, so I'm not selling anything, so basically I can. But yeah, thank you all as well to everyone who is Patreon, paying or not paying, because basically you are supporting the channel in some way. You are a bit closer to me in that regard because you are supporting directly. And as well, if you cannot support directly by paying money, you can watch the videos from start to finish. That helps a lot. I am still far away from the viewing hours or the watch hours to get monetized on this channel. So if you want to help, you can watch the videos from start to finish. That's something that helps a lot, believe me, a lot. So yeah, shameless plug out. And now I'm going to make a question here, or leave a question here. Who has a Nintendo Switch, or who plays games on a Nintendo Switch? Because I want to give 2 codes here, and I'm going to leave on the channel. These are 2 codes for the yearly subscription with the expansion pack. So we are talking about a really, really crazy and expensive set that I bring to you today, and I have 2 codes to give. I'm going to give one now, depending on if there is anyone with a Nintendo Switch around, and I'll give another one by the end of the episode. So let me know who has a Nintendo Switch ready, because I'm going to give that code as soon as possible. Let me check the comments. ML says a 6-hour video would help those watch hours. Yeah, but that would be boring as hell. I believe people would, and you won't believe it. I have several videos on the website or on the channel, and the average viewing time is 4 minutes. So even if I had a video with 6 hours, I doubt anyone would watch the 6 hours. Most people actually drop at the 4-minute mark, which is crazy, but yeah. But I do have a couple of things here, and the patron will start getting some specific or special content in there, and as well here on the channel, if the channel is monetized, that same content will be gated in some way, because it is, I should say, a behind-the-scenes look into more detail and sort of Q&A and everything else. So yeah. Jeannie says, maybe review multiple songs in a 1-hour video. That's a good idea. I could do that. You won't believe what I did 1 hour before this live stream. I was reviewing, I believe, in 1 hour I got to review 5 CDs. So it could happen. It could work. But yeah, anyone around that has a Nintendo Switch, I do have some codes here. I don't know if I'm going to drop it here, and some person that doesn't follow necessarily the channel will get that code, and then no one is rewarded. So I would love to give it directly to someone that has basically been following the channel for a while. So anyone? Okay, let's check this out. Okay. That could be awesome. Maybe I will reserve one of those codes to do a sort of roulette. But if anyone has a Switch, let me know. I'm going to hand those codes. So yeah. Let's continue the episode. Let me know in the comments if you actually want one, and I will give you to you for free, because I have those ones. You want a Switch and welcome. Oh, it's a pity because the code is only available until the end of January, so. But yeah. I will hand one of those codes on the Patreon, I believe. So everyone head over to Patreon. One of those codes will be there. Patreon. And the other one is going to be dropped here. Code. Yeah. So yeah. Let's continue. I will drop one. Here's the first code. Enjoy. The other one will be on the Patreon page. Yeah. This is the one. Okay, so everyone, now that we have talked a little bit about the code that I was going to give and everything about Patreon, let's talk about monthly choice, because this time around I don't bring songs to talk about. I wanted to have this episode more freestyle, but we have some of you actually participating. And when it comes to monthly choice, we have here a couple of participations. And in this one, we are going to have here. So, Bungee Gum, welcome to the show. I don't see you in the comments, but I hope that you actually get to watch this episode when you have some time. Bungee Gum says, do you cover non-unit to the music? One song from the game Sengoku Night Blood became a favorite of mine years ago, called Seigiron. It was the Uesugi Army's theme song sung by Kosuke Toriumi. instantly made the single CD part of my collection and had the MV on loop. So, Bungee Gum. When it comes to actually reviewing music, and you may have noticed that, or some of you may notice that this year I barely review any music because I didn't have any time to do so. So imagine if I am reviewing not only 2D music artists, 2D music franchises, and seiyuu artists, and then I also have to review music from games. It gets a bit impossible for me in terms of having free time to do so. Believe me, I would really love to dive into that a lot. But unfortunately, I don't have the time to do so. Once again, I work a 9-to-5 job, so I wouldn't even say that because I lost my job and then I found a job recently. So I'm busy, really busy. And unfortunately, I don't have the free time to review music all the time like I did back a couple of years ago. I really make myself review music because I have the monthly review episodes. Other than that, I barely get any time to review music, so you can see how busy I am. But still, you mentioned a song from Sengoku Night Blood. I remember the anime being a bit unique, let's say it. And I don't recall anything from it, but I do know that it is a game, so that's something that I haven't checked. When it comes to the music, I haven't checked the music at all, as you can tell. So I don't know if how the song sounds like. It is Kosuke Toriumi, so I'm curious to see, because Kosuke Toriumi can sound really amazing at times, but at others he sounds a bit different than usual. So I would have to check to see if the song is actually good. But I will take your word for it in this case. But when it comes to your question as a whole, Bungee Gum, I'm sorry, but I barely have time to review 2D music and seiyuu artists. I really don't have time to review non-unit 2D music. It's a pity because there are a lot of games that have awesome music, and believe me, I would love to do so if I had the time to. But since I don't do YouTube full-time or don't do the website full-time, I don't have the time to do so. So yeah, thank you very much for your comment, Bungee Gum. And sorry because I cannot actually do what you actually wanted or were suggesting me to do. When it comes to another comment in here, are you guys here all right? I see not too much activity in the comments, but I believe you guys are actually paying a lot of attention in here. ML says, I need more Toriumi, Kyuta isn't enough. You have Utapri, although in Utapri is actually not necessarily leading the way, so unless you are checking the solo songs as Cecil, you may not have that much there as well. But still, that's another source of Toriumi. You also can check the songs in the Diabolic Lovers franchise. They have character songs, so there's Toriumi there as well. That's an interesting way, because I would say that's an interesting thing for you to check if you enjoy rock music. But I will assume that since you love Toriumi, maybe you have checked that as well. But those are my suggestions. You have Utapri, of course, with those limitations of him not being center stage, and you have Diabolic Lovers, and he has plenty of music. I don't feel that the music is available on streaming platforms, so that may be a problem. And now we have here another one. Yeah, Jeannie says, is leading more in Ensemble Stars. He sings in a solo unit. Yeah. You have him as well in Ensemble Stars, as well as a solo artist, which is something that I was not expecting in the Ensemble Stars franchise. Someone to actually arrive and say, yeah, let's have one of those characters be a solo artist. Okay. Well, I believe that fans will enjoy that a whole lot because he doesn't have anyone else to sing alongside him, so the stage is only his. And I feel that the music in the Ensemble Stars franchise is available on streaming platforms. So nice shout, Jeannie and ML. That's your cue to actually go check that out. But because, yeah, he is part of Ensemble Stars. I was forgetting that he is the solo artist in there. The character has also collaborated with another character to release a duet, I believe, recently. I think it was something released this year. Now, when it comes to the next comment, let's go. We have a comment by Sakuya. It's the first time that Sakuya joins in. Sakuya says, "Hello, I've been lurking on your channel for quite a long time, but I would love to make a recommendation on 2D groups. Reject has a lot of amazing works, and one of them is Zenryoku Tachi no Outa, featuring some of the best seiyus like Soma Saito and Daiki Yamashita. They're highly underrated and their songs are catchy. I would love for you to review their CDs if you can." This one is an interesting one. Well, that's cheating. We have the Saito and we have the Soma in Twink. That's a running joke that I'm really running with it. But yeah, here we have back the comment by Sakuya. So Sakuya was talking about Zenryoku Tachi no Outa, and this is an interesting one. Because I follow this project in some capacity, or I followed the songs in this project. It was a time in which Reject was actually experimenting a lot with their music and their artists, and they were actually coming forward with some projects in which there were drama CDs and music. I feel it was prior to their vocalist actually starting, and around the time that Marginal Number 4, now we call it Pythagoras Production franchise, around the time that Marginal Number 4 was starting to be big, and they were trying a lot of things that Rejected at the time. I believe at the time they were doing a lot, but let me check you because I do have that CD here. Believe me, when it comes to Saito Soma, I basically have everything that he has worked on when it comes to music. So yeah, well, here it is. Yeah. We have the CD that I have has Soma Saito and Yuichiro Mehara. So let me check the song on my end. If it actually works. I don't even know if the song is working on my end. But yeah, this is an interesting one because we have on one end we have Soma Saito and Yuichiro Mehara. They were starting working, or they had already 1 year working as part of Solids together, and in here they were working together to actually perform a really nice set of songs, which I believe I have the CD, but it's not actually playing the song, which I really didn't want things to break. So yeah, it broke. So I'm not going to show the song because the song is not actually working. But I will leave the name of the CD on the chat for you to actually check it out on your due time if you can. So the CD is this one. The CD is this one. This is actually a really, really awesome thing we have in here, but yeah, it's not working on my end. Let me check. This one is working. Yeah. We have another one. And this one. Let me show you a little bit of these. Catch me, catch me, catch me. さだけがセールスポイントだからいかがです味わったことがないジューシーその肌に牙をむきたい君が見せた Well. This is an amazing one. I'm going to show you here on my iTunes, which is the CD in question. This is the CD in question. You have here, Pink. This is an amazing one. So make note of those two CDs that I shared in the comments, because the song that you listen to is from that first CD, the second comment that I left there. So yeah. This is actually one of the best things, and I have reviewed sorta this song in the past when I created a playlist of sexy songs or romantic songs or something like that on the website. So this one was a song that I reviewed and I actually recommended because the song is really sexy. It was in the time in which Soma Saito was already sounding really amazing, but Yuichiro Mihara, if you actually paid close attention, it doesn't sound anything like it sounds right now. Yuichiro Mihara is amazing right now as a singer. In this song, not necessarily. But yeah, this is an amazing one. I got the first CD working, not the second one. So at least something worked. That's my recommendation in there. And if you guys can, please go find it. It's really, really awesome. This sounds like a younger Grave of Lovers. Ow. Maybe, in a way. It's a really fun one. I don't know if you guys have listened to this song before. Jeannie is saying that you heard the song before. Well, you may have. This song is from 2016. It was released, I was saying before Dear Vocalist, that's a lie. That's after Dear Vocalist. But Reject was actually testing a lot of music franchises with drama CDs to see what would work, what wouldn't. And this was one of those that actually didn't get many CDs. I believe there are only 2 CDs from one end, Soma Saito and Yuichiro Mihara, and the other end, which was Daiki Yamashita, and I don't recall the other person, the other seiyuu in this case. But the music is really good. I do fully recommend you to actually go check it if you can, because that's really, really good. I fully recommend it. That was a really nice comment to bring here. Let me check your name again because I don't want to actually forget it. It is Sakuya, so thank you very much to actually bring in here something that I love a lot. I feel that sometimes music by Reject groups or Reject projects is not as loved as other brands or other creators. In this case, Reject usually seen as an oddball because their music is a bit crazy at times, and I believe that in some way they have that reputation that makes people be a bit on the fence when it comes to their music. But Reject has really amazing music, so yeah. We have ML asking, why is everything in this stream related to Skip Roy in some way? Not complaining though. Well, I cannot even say anything about it to justify why I bring references of Skip Row from time to time. And I'm doing my best to not bring any references from Dear Vocalist as well. So I hope you guys don't find it weird. But yeah, it's starting to be a common thing going on in here. But yeah. This is really an interesting one to check. I feel that it's good to actually go back in time and check the music that Reject has created for some projects. I think and I believe, let me check, there was a song that I loved a whole lot that was from something from Reject. Let me check, because this one was really good. Yeah. What was this? I don't recall the name of the franchise. Let me check, because we have here the name of the song, but I don't have the name of the franchise. This is a good one as well. I'm going to show you a little bit of the song while I'm searching, so that you guys are not bored here.
眩しすぎたのさ 強く目を閉じてもノリに焼き付くその横顔深い森の中悲鳴を上げても何も見つからない固まり俺の食って壊れた存在証明はもうお前なしで語れない独り占めさせてくれ飛び降りるのさ二人で黒い罪を引き剥がすビルもっともっと早くしてくれ誰も知らない領域へ踏み込んだ俺たちの愛はきっと今限りなく透明に近い
This is a good one. This is a good one. I'm going to show you what CD we are talking about. No, no, no. My friend Genie, it's not Tatsuya Suzuki, it's Yoshimasa Osoya. It's him singing along with Kisho when Osoya Yoshimasa still had his voice intact. The original, beautiful, powerful vibrato voice. This is an amazing duet. This is the CD in question. This is from Black Wolf's Saga. In this case, Black Wolf Saga. This is an amazing one. This is also another CD by with music by Reject. So this is another one by Reject. Another set of amazing songs. Also, Kenga Kimi has amazing songs with Ken singing as well. So we also have an amazing set of everything when it comes to Reject music. It's really, really amazing when it comes to that quality that Reject also delivers from time to time. And yeah, I feel that we actually need to put more love or give more love to Reject when it comes to the music. ML, you are going to get this song. Please go. It is amazing, the song. I can share the name of the CD if you want to in the comments as well. But yeah. Let me check. This title, you get there. So yeah, this is a really, really good one. I feel that I'm going back in time, revisiting some of the songs by Reject. And they have a really interesting, I believe, approach to music. I feel that the quality that they have, and at times, I believe they were starting to become a sort of a machine when it came to releasing really good music. I believe around 2014, 2018, they were really amazing. Then things started to get a bit weird. But still, right now, they still have amazing music. We have the Dear Vocalist franchise. We have Erosion in the Carnelian Blood franchise. And let me tell you, I'm quite excited about the music that Erosion is going to release in 2025. Finally, they are back. We have a lot of quality going on Reject or at Reject. So please do pay more attention to their music, I would say. That's my recommendation, because people usually look at Reject as, well, their music is weird. They do a lot of fan service during their songs. They used to do. Right now, they don't do it as much. And some of the franchises have sort of disappeared. For example, the Marginal Number 4 franchise or Pythagoras Production franchise hasn't been releasing music in years. So yeah. But we have the Dear Vocalist franchise and we have Carnelian Blood here. Yes, Erosion. Yes, quite excited about Erosion. And to see them back releasing more music. The drama CDs were weird. I don't know, Ginny, if you listen to the drama CDs, but the drama CDs in the Carnelian Blood franchise are weird as hell. I listened to the one from Shoichiba's character, which I don't recall his name. And I don't have the CD around here, I feel. Do I have the CD around here? I feel I don't, but let me check. Do I have it or not? No. It's not really on this pile right now. But yeah. I think. But yeah. The CD itself was a bit weird, the drama CD. They were weird as heck. The characters are not lovable. The music is amazing, once again, but the characters are a bit on Momochi level when it comes to the craziness. In this case, talking about the Carnelian Blood franchise. They have drama CDs. They aren't. I wouldn't recommend those because they are a bit. How should I put it? They have a couple of trigger warnings, I would say. That's my assessment of that. I don't know where the CD is. I don't know where I put it. That's another mission for me. That's what you get when you have a massive collection of CDs. And they are not organized per franchise. So yeah. But still, I checked the drama CDs and I was not really sold on the story in the Carnelian Blood franchise. But I love the music. So that's the thing. I won't be getting the drama CDs, but anymore at least. But I will be getting the songs on Ototoy. Once again, if you want to get music by Reject, it is available on Ototoy. Ototoy. Reject's music is there. Mostly. So yeah, that's my suggestion in here. Yeah. ML says, meanwhile, I have like 10 between CDs and Blu-rays. And Welcome says, at least I'm strong against this, but dies from cringe. Yeah. So yeah, I listened to that drama CD and the one with Shuichiba, and his performance, it is with the dummy head mic, so prepare yourself because you are going to be immersed in a 360 sound. And he is quite intense, quite violent and possessive. I was not feeling the character at all. And those were solo CDs, so you may actually want or like that. It's not really my thing. Possessive types of characters, dominant type of characters, sort of violent ones is not really my thing, or are not really my thing. But still, yeah, Genie, it has dummy head mic, like almost everything at Reject. I don't know if you guys have checked the recent CDs in the Dear Vocalist franchise. The dummy head mic is god-awful this time around. I don't know what they did to the dummy head mic, but it doesn't sound like a dummy head mic at all. The quality is really weird in the drama CDs. I will talk specifically about the drama CD from Judah, or featuring Judah, because it is the one that I have here. Let me check. It is this one? Yeah. It is this one. I have it here. The drama CD, the actual recording part was making me feel a bit weird because the dummy head mic is weird this time around. Genie, you will assess that Toyanaga's is actually crazier, and Yuya Hiro says is even crazier. That's what I'm going to say, because those two characters within the group are weird as heck. Trigger warning here. Toyanaga's character is trying to kill himself. That's his journey as a member of Carnelian Blood. And things get a bit weird, I would say. But yeah, dummy head mics, I was talking about that. The dummy head mic in the 8th season of the Dear Vocalist franchise is weird as heck. The quality is not necessarily there. And it feels that the person or the people in charge of treating the sound around you, because you are using a dummy head mic, but still you have sounds in the background. In most CDs, you listen to other things going on in the background. This time around, it felt that you were in a room alone with nothing around you. The sound was not bouncing in any walls, nothing. It felt a bit weird. So yeah, listen to your own discretion, of course. But the Dear Vocalist franchise CDs are really good. But the quality this time around of the dummy head mic or the recording itself was not necessarily good. When it comes to the Carnelian Blood franchise CDs, trigger warning all over the place, because most characters in Carnelian Blood are trying to kill themselves. So that's the main storyline going on in there. So do pay attention to that and dive into those CDs only if you feel that it actually works for you and it's not going to trigger you in any way. And as always, be careful about Toyanaga's characters, because Toyanaga's characters are either crazy or trying to kill themselves or killing others in the process. So that's the thing. He's really good at doing those types of crazy characters, let me tell you. And it comes from someone so gentle, which is crazy. But yeah, this was my take on the monthly choice corner. Let me check what I had here prepared as well for the rest of the stream. I wanted to talk with you and on the chat and see if you have any comments or anything about the music that was released in the last couple of weeks. If you have any CDs that you actually loved a whole lot in 2024. I've created a podcast episode about that. I don't know if the episode has already dropped or is going to drop. But I feel that that episode actually needed more work now that I have a couple of other CDs that I would add to those lists. But well, the episodes are already recorded and I'm not going to re-record those before the end of the year. That's a lot of work. But yeah, there will be some things dropping on the website as well. The end year features that usually dropped at the same time as the podcast episodes. This time around are dropping a bit later, because I didn't have time to actually have both at the same time. There's a different type of work going into the podcast and into the written articles. So those are two completely different things that take basically their own time, but those will actually drop a bit later this month. When I say later, we are actually nearing the end of the month, so they will be dropping in the next couple of days. Ginny says, I love the recent Aopella reviews made my month less stressful. It was awesome to review so many songs in the Aopella franchise. First, I was not expecting many people to actually suggest songs in the Aopella franchise, because I reviewed music by the franchise in the past, but the views on those videos are really, really low, so I felt that actually people didn't want to watch that at all. So they weren't going to suggest those songs, but actually they ended up suggesting those songs, which was awesome. Oh, I see Grace in the comments. Hello, Grace. Hello. Grace, you were actually the MVP for the Review Advent Calendar series this season. So you were actually suggesting songs in almost any type of music genre and by almost any type of 2D group, which was amazing. Everyone was amazing in here, but your name was popping left and right. I was choosing the songs without checking the names of the people suggesting the songs, and I noticed that the list was mostly you, which was crazy. I had to actually bring other songs in, because otherwise the list would be the monthly review 2024 featuring Grace, basically. Basically, it would be like that, featuring you. So, Ginny, yeah, the Aopella songs were really fun to review. I made some mistakes when assessing some people that were in those songs in some parts, and I know that you left some comments. I will reply to those comments. Actually, I will reply to all the comments that are pending any kind of reply from me. I am only taking my time because I have a lot in hand. But yeah, what was I saying? Aopella, yeah. I saw your comments in there. I actually mixed some of the seiyuu when I was talking about them. It happens. It's usually something that happens when I'm talking about something that I have never listened to before, especially a new song. Although I may know the groups or may know the members, I may mix things up. So yeah, that happened. But I was quite excited about all those songs, and I was really happy that people actually showed a lot of love to Aopella. There were various people participating this year that suggested songs in the Aopella franchise without actually... I feel that you didn't all get together and thought, well, let's spam her Aopella songs. But even if you did, it was awesome. So yeah, what we have in here. So as I already said, hello Grace, and you were the MVP, and also Merry Christmas. I hope yours was really, really awesome. Mine was quite relaxed, reviewing music and having some fun. And Grace says, don't worry, I managed to lock my crazy self again and back to normal, so I won't spam again. You can spam anytime you want. You are welcome to spam. After I sent them, I realized I sent too much and panicked. That's cute. Don't worry. You actually gave a lot of awesome suggestions, and we ended up with a really awesome playlist for this year, and everyone else that participated as well. You actually managed to create a really awesome playlist this year. I feel that it is the most cohesive, and you guys even didn't talk between each other to help me create this one. So really, props to basically everyone else that participated and suggested songs. ML says, yeah, Grace was the one who suggested Genesis Lolo D Gambit. I feel. And they're all songs I would have suggested myself. So yeah, we are all thinking with the same brain cell, I feel, in this case. I was as you were the at least varied. I literally sent a bunch of Skip Row franchise. You did. I did. I saw your name and I knew there's going to be Skip Row in here, and there was Skip Row in here. And I had to actually be careful not to make the whole list Skip Row themed, because I could with your suggestions. So yeah. And welcome, you have a lot of nice songs in there. I've seen you in the comments as well, so you have been watching the episode, so thank you very much for watching as well. And thank you very much to everyone who participated. I see Jeannie, Grace, Ao, ML, you guys all participated in this season, so I'm really thankful to find you all here. And as well, thank you if you are watching this on VOD after the live stream and you participated as well, because this sort of feature doesn't happen without your suggestions. Otherwise, it is only me talking about music that I love or that I like, and in some way that's not that different from what I usually do. So yeah, you guys are already organizing yourselves to suggest Quell. Fine. You can suggest anything. And even these kinds of obscure songs that I showed you from Reject, you can bring anything from really crazy obscure songs to really well-known ones, because you don't know what I have on my end, because I have over 1,000 CDs on my iTunes alone. So I have a lot of music there, and I'm collecting music since 2010 when it comes to male seiyuu artists and male seiyuu in general. So I have a lot there. Oh, we have Laura in the comments. Hello. Laura says, hello, I watched your reviews of Idolish 7 and Trigger songs, and they're my favorite for now. I already subscribed to your channel, really liked it. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas, Laura. Thank you very much for joining in and leaving a nice comment in the section live. This is something that puts a massive smile on my face, is to see people that actually watched a couple of reviews from me and felt that it is worth subscribing to the channel. So thank you very much. This helps a whole lot to grow this one. This is a small channel. The content is all created by me. Everything on the website is also by me. So I'm running these crazy alone, and all your help helps a lot. So yeah. I see you guys actually suggesting Quell a lot. I would love to see Undead in there. There were some people suggesting songs from Valkyrie, and another group who, with a name I don't recall, because that group debuted after I stopped following music in the Ensemble Stars franchise. I didn't end up choosing those songs just because those didn't fit within the concept that actually we ended up getting, which was loungier and more danceable, which I would say next year maybe I will bring some of those songs there if I get interesting suggestions again from the Ensemble Stars franchise. More Toshiki Masuda would be really fun. We didn't get much this year, but still he hasn't been releasing music a lot. I would say Genie, no, not Double Face. I feel it's a group with Masatomo Nakazawa. I don't recall the name of that group specifically. I know that Masatomo is part of that group. That's why I checked the name and I knew, I know this group, but I never listened to their music, and I feel that maybe within the vibe that we already had with those 24 songs, maybe that song would not fit. So I didn't choose that, and I ended up choosing a song with Hiroki Takahashi, not in Valkyrie, but him performing as part of that game, Sengoku Alive. So yeah. Oh, guys, you are already organizing yourselves. I would say, if you want to organize yourselves in that way, join Patreon. You have a section just for chatting between yourselves as well, and you can also organize yourselves when it comes to getting those suggestions coming and going. So that's my suggestion in there, if you want to organize yourselves in a place that is all about the hand that feeds HQ, if you want to. But yeah. When it comes to all the music that was part of the Review Advent Calendar series, I was really excited about what I got. I was worried a little bit about reviewing Trigger. You already know how people reacted to my review early in the year, and I felt that, well, all hell will break loose again because I'm talking about Trigger. So I was a bit worried about that review actually bringing hateful comments. Thankful there weren't any hateful comments, so thank God it didn't happen. I really hate when that happens, and it's really, really something that puts me off sometimes of reviewing music. The Patreon thing, the group chat, it is a feature that I can enable in the Patreon if you want to, ML. It is the live chat. There's an option to create a live chat in there. I can also create that when I have some free time. So do not worry. Oh. He's stuttering on my end. Wait a bit. We're back. Okay. I feel that we are having a lot of things going on at the same time. I have the iTunes open, the Spotify open, the Chrome open, I'm not going to open too many tabs, otherwise we are going to break this completely. But I will open the chat option, and I will let you know in the comments, or I will let you know in the community tab that is open on Patreon, and you can actually engage in there. I feel that having a Discord would be the best thing, but we had a Discord previously. No one was active. I couldn't be active myself, so I feel that it was a waste of time for many people there. And although many people joined when the server opened, many people were leaving almost every week, so it didn't feel like it was worth it to have something open in which I cannot dedicate my time. And then most of you are actually really busy, so there was barely anyone active there, so it feels like too much effort to create a Discord server. So I would say I will concentrate things on Patreon and make the live chat open for everyone to actually engage in there. I will make that, if it is possible, to everyone, including the free members. So that's a good way for yourselves to organize those types of things. And if you want to actually create something or do something in collaboration when it comes to creating a specific video for patrons, let me know, and I will do so as well. Let's see. Oh, we are blocking. We are running low. The internet is not playing with me. The internet gods are striking. No. Striking me now. Is it transmitting? Is it not transmitting? I don't know if it is working. Yeah. Or not. Let me check. Okay, we are back. Oh my god. So, Genie. Yeah. Oh. Thankfully, all is blocking on my end. But yeah, Jeannie says a little Vedlip fact. They did a Bling Bang Bang Born cover. Yeah, that song that is really, really popular. I feel that the song is already with a lot of views on YouTube. And welcome, you are suggesting Reddit. Reddit, I feel that the community there is really toxic, so I want to avoid that completely. I already deal with a lot of toxicity because of my reviews and people not liking the work that I do and criticizing me left and right. I don't want to be more exposed to criticism in such an open way. So Reddit is not an option for me, and it would once again need people to actually organize things in there to have everything working perfectly. So Reddit would be a lot of work to actually have set up. So I would say Patreon or Discord would be my two options. But yeah, I will stick with Patreon for now. Ginny says as well, I almost forgot to tell you, Gakto Kajiwara and Yumo Uchida will be having a song in Ensemble Stars together next month. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy collaboration. I'm quite excited about it. I'll maybe checking. I'm not checking Ensemble Stars music a lot because it's been a while since I last checked. But that could be a thing that I can do in the future. But I'm not saying that I'm going to review the music on the website or the channel. So, unless you guys are going to suggest the song in a next year edition of a Review Advent Calendar. Yeah, Ginny, I know I'm lagging a little bit. Sorry about the lagging, but OBS is starting to get moody with me. It starts to get moody when I'm reaching the 1 hour mark or have been over an hour of recording. So this is part of the problem right now with the latest update of OBS. Grace says, in case this is out of topic, but I actually just discovered a new project called Areoto Project. I find their music quite enjoyable, so I highly recommend it. Oh, I don't know, and I will be checking your comment after this live stream to check what you are talking about. I've seen a couple of projects popping out here and there, and some of those are not necessarily music related, but they have music, and I feel that those may be interesting to actually check. I don't know if you guys are actually listening to me or watching me, but I see that watching is actually kind of breaking on my end, and we are getting a little bit of dropping frames going on in here and stuttering, so this is not a good thing. I may check that project. Yeah. Let me drink a little bit of water. Oof. So, the internet not necessarily working with me. We are basically having a bit of stuttering going on. I'm watching the live stream, and the live stream is actually working, but the streaming for me is not working at all. Ao says, do check them. They are a new passion project of the Fujiwara-san, the creator of all the Tsuki Pro. Crazy. Are you... Whoa. I need to check it. Oh. I really need to check it now. Now I need. Yeah. So this is actually lagging a little bit. I feel that we are nearing the end of the episode, but still, let me check a couple of more comments in here. Grace says we have Yoshiki Nakajima sing Fire Rock and Yuya Hirose sing Rock Ballads. Unwelcome says, though I use the Discord, I think Patreon feels more personal. The idea is to be more personal and to not make it possible for people being hateful towards me to be close to me. I don't want that happening. So that's the idea beyond or behind Patreon, at least. Unwelcome says, talking about Yumuchide, he was top 1 in the ranking of seiyuu of this year. Wow. The most popular? That's nice. So as long as the sound is actually working and the image is not actually collaborating with me, so I will continue talking. But we are going to actually wrap up the episode in a couple of minutes, so I feel that with this lag going on, it may be a really good time to actually wrap up the episode or get close to wrapping up this episode. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for actually joining me on this live stream. Apologies because this is lagging as hell. I don't know why, but the internet connection is actually lagging a little bit, and YouTube is actually saying that I'm not sending enough video. So I do have a bit of lag going on in here. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining in this episode. ML, Jeannie, and welcome Grace, Ao, Laura, everyone who joined in. Really, you guys are amazing for doing so. It is awesome to have you on the other end of this live stream and engaging with me live for this episode, this special episode of review of the monthly review episodes. So thank you very much for actually joining me and having fun, chatting alongside me, and actually, having fun and spending a bit of your time during the holidays with me, which is really, really nice of you. And apologies, of course, for delaying that live stream. But as you can see, we are having a couple of problems right now. And on that day, we were having a lot of problems. So it was really impossible for anything to actually happen. So thank you very much for joining me in this episode. I will be sharing another code to the Nintendo Switch subscription, 1 year subscription with the expansion pack in there for patrons, exclusively for patrons. If you have a Nintendo Switch, I will share the code there. I will share the first code as well, because I don't know if anyone is going to grab that code in this live stream. If that code is not caught by anyone, you may want to catch it, but I will be sharing that those two codes there for you, and I will be sharing as well that 6-hour review of Soma Saito's fictions. It is the full-on review. I'm not going to edit anything in that recording, so you will be getting that raw. The sound is really low because I'm listening to the music in the background. You will listen to me talking in Portuguese and in English, because those are the two languages in which I think when I'm reviewing music. So have a bit of patience when I'm speaking in Portuguese, especially if you don't understand Portuguese at all. I'll try to maybe add some subtitles if I can, but I'm not going to edit that episode beyond that. And I will try to create sort of monthly updates exclusively on Patreon for you to know what is going on behind the scenes, and to get a bit more close to the action, I would say, until this channel actually gets monetized, and I can do that as well here. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone for joining, for participating in this episode, and for participating in all the episodes of monthly review this year, as well as the review advent calendar, if you actually participated. If you haven't watched the videos up until now, or any or many of the videos up until now, do go check it. We have an amazing over 100 videos playlist. It is a master list with all the reviews done so far in the monthly review series, which is already 4 years old. And as well, thank you very much for being here, sharing this moment with me, subscribing to the channel if you have, leave a like if you want to, and well, I'll see you guys soon. I hope I will bring more live streams next year, and hopefully I won't have these many problems when it comes to the connection, or when it comes to actually trying to showcase music. But I feel that when I showed music, the music was actually working. Laura, you are actually saying you understand Portuguese. I'm from Portugal, so my Portuguese is not necessarily Brazilian Portuguese. It is the European version, the one that people usually say it's really hard to understand. But yeah, Portugal. So thank you very much for watching these episodes, guys. I'll see you soon. And I wish you a happy new year, and I'll see you guys early in the year, because I have really awesome things going on, and the Hand That Feeds HQ Awards will be happening in January. I hope you guys participate in some way. It's going to be chaotic as hell, as usual. But yeah, thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next year. Bye bye.